Hey everyone, today I want to tackle something that's at the heart of how businesses work, the production function. Whether you're dreaming of running your own company or just trying to ace your next e-contest, this is a concept you really need to get. Alright, picture this, you're running a bakery. You've got a few bakers, some ovens, and a mountain of flour. How do you figure out the most bread you can bake in a day? That's where the production function swoops in. Let me break it down. The production function is basically a relationship, a kind of recipe, that tells you the maximum output you can get from different combinations of inputs like labor, machines, and raw materials. Imagine a simple graph. On the x-axis, you've got your inputs, say the number of bakers. On the y-axis, you've got your output, the number of loaves. As you hire more bakers, your output climbs, but not always in a straight line. Let's get real for a second. Suppose you start with just one baker and they turn out 50 loaves a day. Add a second baker and maybe now you're up to 90 loaves. It's not double, but it's more. Bring in a third baker, and maybe you reach 120 loaves. But each time, the extra output from each new baker gets a little smaller. Why? Because there's only so much oven space, counter space, and so on. Economists call this the law of diminishing returns. The more of one input you add, while keeping others fixed, the smaller the boost in output you get from each new unit. The first few bakers are super productive, but after a while, they start getting in each other's way. Now let me give you another example. Imagine that same bakery, but now they want to push their production further. They could add more bakers, but without more ovens, it's just going to get crowded. Maybe some bakers are waiting around for the oven instead of baking. The production function helps a business spot exactly where those bottlenecks are and how to plan around them. And here's why it matters. If you're a business owner, you want to know the sweet spot. How many workers and machines you really need to get the most bread with the least waste. Go overboard and you're just burning money. Too few and you're missing out on sales. The production function is the tool that helps you strike that balance. It doesn't stop there. Understanding the production function also lays the groundwork for thinking about costs, profit, and even how companies grow over time. It's like the secret map behind every smart business decision. So next time you wonder how firms decide on hiring, investing, or expanding, remember, the production function is at play. It's turning the recipe of inputs into the feast of outputs. Thanks for hanging out with me today. If this helped clear things up, give it a thumbs up and drop your own production examples in the comments. Stay curious, and I'll catch you in the next video.